You can go. It might feel a little weird, but that's.
The idea here is to replace a defective gene that a child is born with. And there are estimated to be over 150 genes that cause hearing loss at birth. And this is just the first one that we've been able to treat. The idea is to really restore that gene to the inner ear by literally injecting it into the inner ear. And it's a surgical procedure to do that. But it's exciting because if we can get the gene back in and get it functioning, it should restore hearing. And we now have the technology in terms of gene therapy agents to be able to do this in the ear. He was born completely deaf. He hadn't heard a sound his entire life until this treatment. And we fortunately this gene is one that we can restore with our gene therapy, and also the cells it needs to get into to do the therapy are still there, like they're still healthy. So his ear is otherwise healthy except for this very one gene. And then so that was a logical choice to pick this gene to treat first.
Success.
He had no hearing whatsoever prior to this his entire life. He's 11 years old now, and communicates with sign language. But now he can hear at a level that we say is mild to moderate hearing loss, which is quite good. It's actually remarkably good for someone because it's the first patient treated in this country with this. So he can now hear sounds in the environment. Even when I do this, I did this to him today. When I saw him, he can hear that. It's a very soft sound. He can hear those things. He can hear people's voices. He can hear cars coming. He likes all sound. He's very, very much pleased with it, and it's just new to him. He was actually a little scared when I first got his hearing back because he wasn't sure what all this new information was all of a sudden. So, but it's exciting. He's loving it.
I'm gonna be using the two channels so then it's at one time.
His father told me that he's most interested because his son now will be able to tell when someone is talking, even if he doesn't understand all their words. He'll be able to know when someone's speaking to him, even if it's like behind him, for example. And he also pointed out the safety, even before we mentioned it. He pointed out the safety in benefit. He'll know if a car is coming at him on the street, things like that. He's very happy with that improvement.
ENT nurses is coming down to take his temperature.
Is it just broken?
Yes, sir. That's if you heard that. Told me yes. Pretty cool.
And this is quite rare, this gene, and right now there's no gene therapy for any of the other genes at this time, but the developers, the researchers that developed this are feverishly working toward some of the other genes that, and in fact, eventually many of them, they're targeting some of the genes that are more common.
So this will be where the gene therapy drug will go into that tubing there.
And we want to emphasize to everyone out there who may be interested in doing this, if they have hearing loss, so this is not, it's not likely you have this gene, and it's not for every gene. It's just this one gene that we can treat now on this clinical trial. But stay tuned for more in the next 5 to 10 years.
like we usually do.
Sorry, sorry.
There was only a little delay and then started